Hello and welcome to BW Business World's Indian Hospitality Summit and Awards 2025. Thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you so much for having me.
We are talking about DEI, as you also had a great panel today. When we talk about DEI initiatives, we understand that there has been a mandate, a lot of companies, a lot of hotels are working on it, there are a lot of initiatives. Most of them remain on paper. That's a striking question. How do you look at it, and how many of them are actualizing and changing the world in a greater manner?
So that's a really good point, because and the subject today was from talk to transformation. So I think transformation has begun, but real action, one has to see it come together. There are pockets of excellence. There are organizations that are doing a great job, like Lemon Tree, like Leela Group, like Sarovar, who were on the panel. Individuals like Madhubala Sharma, who's a very big advocate. BW, and how y'all are sort of giving us a platform to talk about things. So transformation has begun. One needs to see far more real action. So the numbers are still low. Some of the, when you look at the senior management gender representation, it's still languishing at 18 to 19%. One has to see that really grow to tell you, listen, there is action. But the transformation process has started.
Interesting. So what I could understand is we are on the right track.
We're on the right
track. Needle is moving, and we are yet to see the bigger change in some time. Now, there is a conversation when we talk about DEI on the skill aspect. There's a huge gap there.
That's right.
And when we look at people joining different hotels, different industries with their different abilities, there is a huge scope of skilling them in a better way.
That's right.
How do you look at that space? Where is the gap? Where is the opportunity? Talk about that.
There is a huge gap. It's quite evident, and I think what organizations like the Taj, Indian Hotels, who I also consult for and have spent a lifetime working with them, they are really taking this on big time, and so is so are the other groups like the Leela one heard about, Sarovar, etc., where they're partnering with either governments or private establishments and opening skilling centers, and actually sort of encouraging the underprivileged, going to underserved regions and picking up people who really have the potential but not the opportunity that we as large organizations and conglomerates can actually offer these people, to train them, skill them and bring them into workforce. So more such initiatives, more such partnerships, public-private partnerships is definitely going to help and move the needle.
You have had a great panel. Beyond keeping it to any group specific, any hotel specific, any initiative that looked really fascinating to you that you would want to talk about?
I think there were a lot of initiatives. You can't single out one initiative, but I think what Madhu spoke about, I think culturally we need to have a mindset where we don't think disability disability needs to be looked at from a different lens, which I don't think people are looking at. So I feel that was one of the sharpest areas that organizations need to look at, where they're providing accessibility, more infrastructure, and also having a mindset change about people with disabilities, because what they bring to the table, the value that they add is unbelievable. There are people who are so happy, day on day they'll come to work with a smile, with their full enthusiasm on board. They don't care if the task is repetitive, but they're there with you. So I feel we need to culturally accept this and include more of them, and of course provide accommodations and make them a little bit more accessible. So those were some of the points. That's a big task, but I think that's also true inclusion.
Interesting. I agree with you. And now, just the final bit of our conversation. When we look at inclusion lens, that equation that is yet to be filled, we have a long way to reach at 100%. What will be your one piece of advice when you look at maybe general managers, maybe groups, maybe on the lower level of staff? What would be your one piece of advice to bring about that change?
Change your mindset. Do it at home. Do it at work. Just remember that you're not talking to a form or a shape or a size or a gender or an ethnicity. You're talking to the mind. You're talking to the potential. And if you're able to do that and remove biases from the equation, we will be in an equal world.
I mean, clearly out of my inclusiveness, is India ready for it? How many more years
It's going to take a very long time, because yes, you're absolutely right. Culturally, we don't belong. Our mindset is very different. But listen, change begins with all of us. So if we can all commit to it, we will see change, hopefully, in our lifetime.
Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Always a pleasure.
Lovely, insightful. Thank you.
Thank you.